Now for the latest on the coronavirus itself, there are 4.36 million cases of COVID-19 worldwide, which have resulted in a little under 300,000 deaths. The U.S., which has been hit the hardest, has just under 1.4 million cases and over 84,000 deaths. Joining us now is Anjalee Khemlani. Anjalee, Japan starting to reopen, Germany now seeing a new spike in cases. What can you tell us?
Absolutely, Alexis. So, with that news coming out of Germany, we've been watching since yesterday and earlier this week. Germany has seen some small resurgence and basically like a tripling of cases in days. In some states where there are higher numbers, they're starting to re-lock back down. And this is something that health experts across the board have been warning about, especially as the U.S. is eyeing its own reopenings. We've seen, Dr. Fauci, Dr. Birx, et cetera, all really talking about that and about how we have to be careful in how we reopen, because if we're not, we could follow suit. And looking at the economy, that's where those projections of that W recovery came from. And that's still a possibility right now.
You know, Anjalee, back in the U.S., an incredible turn of events in Wisconsin, where the state Supreme Court overruled a stay-at-home order from Governor Tony Evers. He said, quote, "We're in the Wild West, and people are now able to go to bars." You think we're going to see a resurgence in cases there?
I mean, that is what could be expected. It depends on whether or not, even with a reopening, people do, practice social distancing. Because as we're seeing in other parts of the country, we are able to open up as long as as long as everyone practices those things of staying apart, wearing face masks. But as we saw soon after the ruling, people were out at bars just having fun. We've seen those videos out of Colorado, where people were hanging out for Mother's Day brunch. And so we don't know yet what the results of that will be. As with everything that we've seen, we know now there's approximately a 2-week lag between something like that happening and when cases start to show up. So sometime in the next week or two is when we'll know the answer to that question. But looking at that, there's talk about how to do the reopening. And we know, for example, LabCorp this morning announcing that they're going to have employer packages, for temperature screenings and antibody tests, and CVS also talking about doing an increased number of drive-up tests. So all of those efforts put together do hold an answer, or part of the answer to the question, can we continue to reopen like this, Alexis?
All right, Anjalee Khemlani, thanks for the roundup there.